My name is Brandy Sims, and I am interviewing today Christina Smart. And Miss Smart is our counselor here at APS, and so I just thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
And I'm going to talk to you first about your job description posted on the website, what they consider the job description for a guidance counselor. And so I found the first duty to be so overwhelming. I hardly could get past that. Provide comprehensive developmental counseling and guidance services to all children. And I don't know how one person is supposed to do that to 500 plus children. But that to me says everything. But you're also supposed to help plan activities and, assist teachers and parents and provide orientation to new students and parents and things like that, help with planning programs, and then also just like the path for students. And I'm sure that applies more to like upper grades and things than what we have. But group counseling and individual counseling, and then, help us kind of serve as a liaison between parents and teachers and the community and the resources that we have. And that's the majority of what I read, in addition to like filling in the normal duties of an employee here. And so I guess my question for you is, what are your job responsibilities and daily tasks in reality? How does that compare to what this says?
Well, I agree with you. Number one is very overwhelming. Right? Just providing a comprehensive counseling to all kids is a daunting task. For the most part, I would say one thing I love about this job is no day is ever the same.
Yeah.
So I actually love that. I like that every day you come in, it's something different. What's not included in the job description is all of the little things. Not well, I say little things, but the unexpected things. So, throughout my day, I may have, my, for us, group counseling, that's mainly in the form of classroom instruction. Our comprehensive counseling plan is what we do through guidance in the classroom with every class in the school. So a lot of my day is planned around that time. And of course, I pull students individually. But what's not in there is all the little things that happen throughout the day. So you have a student that comes to a teacher with, maybe a home issue problem. Then I need to pull that student. And then from there, I kind of have to put somewhat of an investigative cap on to figure out what steps need to be taken. How can I help this student, with the situation that is impacting them here at school? And it may have nothing to do with school. It may be totally home related. Not enough, food, clothing, parents going through a divorce, other situations outside of the school that you and I both know.
Right.
When they come here to school, it comes out. And so it's those little things like that that kind of can throw your day, which, like I said, I enjoy, but totally not in a job description at all.
No,
Which can
absolutely
take up
not.
a lot of my time.
I bet it can, because I've seen how those things happen just with my classroom. So I can imagine when you're dealing with the whole school of people and how that can just kind of, I don't know, snowball.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so thinking about what you do, how would you say what you do impacts student learning on a daily basis?
Well, I guess kind of going hand in hand with that, because thankfully, I am able, and that is part of my job, is to provide for students emotionally, mentally, socially, that I am able to pull that student. If a student is having a difficult time, like I said, we'll use the case of divorce. I'll use that one as an example. Things going on at home, and when they come here to learn, a lot of times they have all of those things on their mind, and it makes it hard to learn. And a lot of times you'll see acting out behavior. And that makes it really difficult on not just the student, the class as a whole, and the teacher. So in that situation, unfortunately, I don't have a magic wand that I can fix everything, but I am able to pull that student and help them what I can to help them start process things. That way they are able to come in the classroom and take care of their feelings.
Well, it's like teachers, we know those basic needs have to be met before any learning can take place.
Sure. Yeah.
And so thinking about that over the course of the year, how do you impact student learning? That is a daily basis, but how would you say over the course of the whole year, how do you affect that?
When I think about the broad picture, I would say my mind kind of goes to what we do in classroom guidance.
Yes.
A lot of what we do in classroom guidance is preventative things,
Mhm.
right? Teaching them early
Mm-hmm.
how to take care of their emotions. I mean, we spend a huge amount of time per semester talking about their feelings, talking about how they're okay, to have
Right.
feelings and how to take care of them, how to regulate their emotions, and then all the other great things, sportsmanship and treating others the way we want to be treated, having respect, all those good kinds of foundational things that I think overall have a big impact on,
Mm-hmm.
number one, how they perform in the classroom, not just academically, but socially as well with others and their teachers.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. Okay, thinking about how have you improved or become more focused on what you do in order to improve student learning over your tenure in your position? Now, this is your first year here,
say, oh,
but now you've told me you've worked in other positions within the school. So thinking, I guess, about from the time you first started till now, how have you changed or improved your ways?
Well, I'll be honest with you. One of the best things that happened to me, so I have taught before, was actually going back to school myself and becoming a student again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I forgot a lot of things, even as an adult. And I was older, of course, when I decided to go back and get my degree. I've only had my master's for 3 years. So I was older when I decided to go back, and it's nerve-wracking. Even like answering questions in front of other people. And so many things I would go back to when I was a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely made me more, have more empathy, I think, than what I did.
Absolutely.
Just
agree.
because I'm like, oh wow, yeah, this is scary. Oh, I forgot about this. This can be very
Mhm.
intimidating, Whereas sometimes, unfortunately, as a teacher, and especially how my personality, I'm very focused. If I have a
Right.
goal, we're going to get there. I can kind of
Sure.
get sometimes honed in on the goal
Mhm.
and forget the people.
Yes.
And so I think in that area I have grown by being the student again, and then of course, thankfully going back and having a concentration in, counseling has kind of helped me to have more empathy, I would say, than what I did.
I can see that. And I think you're just such a wonderful asset to our school, and you do so much for all of us, and we appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.